Hi students, welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Mbide, and in this session we're going to learn about writing business letters. We are going to define letters and see the different types of letters. We are going to define business letters. We are going also to have a look at the structure of a business letter, what to look out for you to determine that indeed this is a business letter. We will also have a look at a sample of a business letter and attempt to write a business letter. So before we go further, it's important to define what is a letter. If you're asked what is a letter, it is a mode of communication or a form of communication between individuals or institutions. For example, you can write a letter to your cousin, you can write a letter to your sister, to your parent, and they write back to you. You can also, as an individual, write a letter maybe to the principal of another school or the principal of your school or maybe the managing director of a factory. Your school, your principal can also write a letter to another principal. A CEO can write a letter to another CEO. So a letter is a mode of communication. And there are two types of letters. There's the informal letters and the formal letters. Informal letters are what we write to our friends, our relatives, those are informal. And formal letters are what we write maybe to a principal, to another institution, to the CEO of maybe a factory. Maybe your school wants to go to a certain factory. You have to write a letter to ask for permission to go, for you to be slotted on what day you're available and if they are available. So that kind of communication, that kind of letter is a formal letter. So a business letter falls in the category of formal letters. So a business letter is a formal letter and it has certain features, or there are certain things that when you just look at it, you can say that this is a business letter, and that is what we are going to look at. The first feature is that it has the address of the writer, the person writing the letter. This address, you mostly find it at the top right. So it has either your name or the name of your institution. If maybe, let's say you're writing on behalf of your school, you're writing maybe to a principal of another school, a head of department of another school, you don't need to write your name. You can write the name of your school. So it has the name, the PO box, your town, and the date when you're writing that letter. The second feature of a business letter is the address of the recipient. So whoever you're writing this letter to, maybe you're writing to the games master of another school or the principal of another school. That is the recipient. So you write their address. This one is found on the left side. So below your address, but on the left side, it has the name or the title, for example, the principal or the HOD, the managing director, the CEO, the HR. It has either their name or the title, their PO box number, and their town. Below the recipient's address is now the salutation. If you know the person, you write dear and then write their name, or you can opt to use their title. Dear Sir, dear Madam. The word sir or the word madam, the S has to be capitalized, or the M. So dear sir, S is capital followed by a comma. Dear madam, M is capital and then it is followed by a comma. And then below that, we have the subject. Why are you writing this letter? What is the reason for writing the letter? So you write re. Maybe you want to visit a factory. Maybe you want to visit another school. Maybe you want to attend games in another school, or you want to invite another school to attend maybe a games tournament in your school. Maybe you're holding a debate and you want to debate with another school. You're inviting them to come for the debate. So the subject is usually, why are you writing the letter? So for example, this one is request to visit your institution, or maybe invitation for a games tournament, invitation for a debate, and so on. So after you have written both addresses, you have written the salutation and the subject, you now go to the body and write down whatever it is that you're writing down in the body. That is the main part of the letter. It can be long, it can be short. This is a formal letter, so remember to use formal language. Be precise, but also ensure that you have written all important details. Don't miss any important details, but also try to be as brief as possible. After you have written your letter, you are now signing off. You just don't finish a letter at the body, you have to sign off. It is what we call the complementary clause, and it is the ending. Mostly you find it at the bottom right. So yours faithfully, or yours truly, yours sincerely, and then you put a comma, and then you append your signature just below the complementary clause. So for example, yours faithfully, comma, you put your signature. Some people use the initials of their name as their signature, and then below the signature you write your name. So it is yours faithfully, comma, signature, and then your name. So let us have a look at a sample business letter so that we can see if it contains all the features that we have just talked about. When you look at the top right, you can see the address of the writer, whoever is writing this address, BD Academy, PO Box 12, Milimani, and then the date, 3rd October 2005. When you look at the left side, you can see the recipient's address, the principal, BD College, PO Box 18, Milimani. And then we can see the salutation, dear sir or madam. Re, that is the subject, request for information. So we can say when it comes to the addresses, this letter has all the addresses, it has the salutation, and it also has the subject. Let us now go into the body of this letter. I am a Form 3 student at BD Academy. I would like to pursue a career in graphic design after my secondary education. The aim of this letter is to seek clarification on the educational requirements for the course. I would also like to know the subjects required for this course. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Yours faithfully, Rashid Mwajuma. When you look at the body of that letter, it is a short letter, but it contains all the information. So, from the subject, he was writing to request for information. He has stated that he wants to pursue a career in graphic design, and he has also stated that he wants to seek clarification on educational requirements and the subjects that are required. So we can conclusively say that that sample letter is well written. It has all the features. That's it for this session. You can have a look at the quiz and attempt to do it. Imagine you are the secretary of the wildlife club in your school. You are planning to hold an awareness day in your school. Write a letter to the principal asking him or her to allow you to use some school facilities. Thank you for tuning in and see you in the next session.